You shall not covet your neighbor's wife is linked to you shall not commit adultery. Lust always precedes deeds. Man is too weak to be able to crave for something without consuming his desire. And what is exceedingly sad, man is not capable of behaving in the same way with regards to his honest desires. An evil man wishes and then fulfills his wishes. In good, he wishes, then he stops if he does not retreat. Since sinful desires are widely spread like crouch grass, which spreads by itself, I will repeat to you all what I said to him. Are you little babies who do you know that temptation is poisonous and it is to be avoided? I was tempted, the old excuse. But since it is also an old example, man ought to remember its consequence and thus say no. Our history does not lack examples of chaste people who preserved as such, notwithstanding all the allurements of sex and the threats of violent people. Is temptation evil? It is not. It is the work of the evil one, but who overcomes it turns it into glory. A husband who makes love with another woman is a murderer of his wife, of his children, of himself. Who enters his neighbor's abode to commit adultery is a thief, and one of the most cowardly. Like a cuckoo, he enjoys someone else's nest without any expense. Who deceives the good faith of a friend is a forger, because he simulates a friendship which in fact he does not have. Who behaves thus dishonors himself and his parents. Thus can God be with him? I worked a miracle for that poor mother, but I feel such disgust for lewdness that it upsets me. You shouted out fear and horror for leprosy. My soul shouted out in disgust for lewdness. I am surrounded by all possible miseries, and I am the savior of them all. But I prefer to touch a corpse of a just man whose petrified flesh has been honest and who is in peace with his soul, rather than to go near anyone who smells of lust. I am the Savior, but I am the innocent one. That should be remembered by all those who come here to speak of me, imputing to my person their own passions. I realize that you would like something else from me, but I cannot. The ruin of youth hardly formed and already demolished by lewdness has upset me more than if I had touched death. Let us go to the sick people, since I cannot be the word owing to the nausea that chokes me. I shall be the health of those who hope in me. Peace be with you. You shall not bear false witness. What is there more nauseating than a liar? Can we not say that he joins cruelty to impurity? Of course we can. A liar, I am talking of a liar in grave matters, is cruel. He kills a reputation with his tongue, so he does not differ from a murderer. A murderer kills only the body. A liar kills also the good name, the memory of a man. He is therefore twice a murderer. He is unpunished murderer because he does not shed blood, but he injures the reputation both of person calumniated and the whole family. And I will not take into consideration the case of a person who brings about the death of his neighbor by swearing false witness. The coal of Gehenna is already piled upon such person. I am only talking of those who make false insinuations by telling lies and stirring up other people against an innocent person. Why do they do that? Either out of hatred, without any reason, or out of greed to get what another man possesses, or out of fear. Hatred, only a friend of Satan hates. A good person does not hate, never, for no reason whatever. Even if he is scorned and damaged, he forgives. He never hates. Hatred is the witness that a lost soul bears of itself, and is the best witness in favor of an innocent man. Because hatred is the revolt of evil against good. What is good does not need to be forgiven. Greed. He has what I have not got. I want what he has, but only by disparaging him can I attain his position. I am going to do it. I will be lying. What does it matter? Will I be stealing? What does it matter? Will I ruin a whole family? What does it matter? Of the many questions that the shrewd liar asks of himself, he forgets. He wants to forget the one question, that is, and if I should be found out? He does not ask himself such a question because a prey to pride and greed, he is like one whose eyes are closed. He does not see danger. He is like a drunk man. He is intoxicated with satanic wine and does not consider that God is stronger than Satan and takes vengeance of the calumniated man. The liar has given himself to falsehood and foolishly relies on its protection. Fear, many a time man slanders to excuse himself. It is the most common form of falsehood. Evil has been done. We are afraid it might be found out as our deed, then using and abusing the esteem in which we are still held by other people. We upset the situation and we saddle someone else of whose honesty only we are afraid. With the evil deed we accomplish, we also do it because at times our neighbor has been the unintentional witness of our evil action, and we want to be secure from his eventual witness, so we accuse him to make him unpopular, and thus, if we should speak, no one may believe him. Behave properly, and you will never need such falsehood. Do you not consider when you lie what a heavy burden you take on yourselves? It is made of subject to the evil spirit of perpetual fear of being found out, and of the necessity of remembering a lie also after years in all the circumstances and details in which it was told without contradicting oneself, the labor of a galley slave. If it only helped to gain heaven, instead it serves only to prepare a place in hell. Be frank. How lovely are the lips of a man who does not know falsehood. He may be poor, coarse, unknown. He is, but he is still a king because he is sincere, and sincerity is more regal than golden diadems and elevates one above the crowds more than a throne and procures a greater court of good people than a monarch has. Intimacy with a sincere man gives safety and comfort, whereas friendship with an insincere person, or even to be near such a person, causes a feeling of uneasiness. Since the truth soon comes to light in 1,000 ways, why does he who lies not consider that afterwards he will always be suspected? How can one believe him? There is always doubt. Is he lying also now? You may ask, where is this false witness? Where is a false witness, not only legal ones? Be simple, like God, and a child. Be truthful every moment of your life. Do you want to be considered good? Be truly so. Even if a scallymonger should wish to speak evil of you, 100 good people will say, no, it is not true. He is good. His deeds speak of him. In one of the Saprichential books, it is said, a scoundrel, a vicious man, he goes with a leer on his lips, deceit in his heart, and always scheming evil, he sows dissension. There are 6 things that the Lord hates, 7 that the soul abhors: a haughty look, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that weaves wicked plots, feet that hurry to do evil, a false witness who lies with every breath, a man who sows dissension among the brothers. His own lips are to blame when the wicked man is entrapped. A false witness is nothing but deceit. Lips that tell the truth abide firm forever. The tongue that lies lasts only for a moment. The words of a backbiter sound simple, but they pierce man's hearts. The enemy brooding over the treason is known by his speech. Do not trust him when he whispers, because he carries 7 evils in his heart. He deceitfully conceals his hatred, but his wickedness will be disclosed. The man who digs a pit falls into it. The stone comes back to him who rolls it. The sin of falsehood is as old as the world, and the thought of the wise man concerning it is unchanged. Unchanged is also the judgment of God on those who lie. I say, have only one language. May your yes always be yes, and your no always be no. Also in heaven, for it I say to you, be spontaneous like a child who by instinct goes towards him who has perceived to be good without seeking anything but goodness. And he says, what is his own goodness makes him think without considering whether he says too much and whether he may be reproached for it. Go in peace, and may the truth become your friend.